Live your life. Don't waste your days on the negative energy of others. Remember that you're not your salary, you're not your house, you're not your car, and no matter how big your bank account is, your grave is 6 feet under just like everyone else's. So enjoy the days you have. Worry not about the days that came before you, nor the ones that will follow you in death. Remember that right here in this moment is all you are guaranteed, and the fact that you are living is what life is all about. So live your life to the fullest according to your happiness and the betterment of all.
It's time!
I feel like the grass is green, and everything I do is unseen. But I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really wanna be famous? Do you really wanna be a superstar? Do you really wanna get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be shameless, and I really wonder where their parents are. Look around, everything changes. It feels like I've been buried alive. Let it breathe. It feels like I've been buried.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the original house. The only house you want to go to for Las Vegas Raiders and UFC content. Welcome to Hammers.House. Before we get any further, let's do a quick roll call. Balboa Raider, Marvu, my son Prez, Raider John, Naomi, Wasted, Number One Kardashian. Appreciate you, brother. Sean Donahue, Chance Worthy, Anthony Estrada, Gary Sanders, Naomi. As good as it's going to be, guys. And I appreciate every single person that has reached out. The comments in the community post, the comments in IG, Discord. People have reached out to me personally. Guys, thank you so much for the well wishes. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for the prayers. Definitely means a lot. Chansworthy, welcome to the Raider Nation Syndicate. Welcome to the family. Thank you for becoming a member. Those that are in here right now, if you want to support me, you want to support the channel, the link for the membership is at the top of the chat. Kane Town, what's good? DB Crypto, what's good? Cool Kev, what's good? Guys, hold on one sec. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. This dog is giving me such a scare, man. I'm glad I could be back. Trying to monitor little man as much as possible. Yeah, probably right now, Titan is top priority, but yeah, right. Running to my locker. Cortez, what's good? Jesse Guerrero, what's good? All right, so obviously a lot of stuff has transpired over the last few days. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to be around for it, but we do now have a defensive coordinator, former Giants D coordinator Patrick Graham. I like everything I've heard about this guy so far. I did look at some of the Giants film from this past season. There was an interview that I saw of Graham before, I think just as he was hired for the Giants, and asking him the type of defenses he runs, and pretty much went down every single type of defensive scheme and formations that are out there. And he pretty much said yes to everything. This is not just a 3-4, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of people have been like, oh, we can't run the 3-4. Yannick can't run the 3-4. You saw Yannick in Baltimore for a very short period of time to remotely attempt to assess what Yannick can do in a 3-4. Point blank, period. It's a multiple type of defensive scheme, but he pretty much plays situational football, and everything changes by play, by down situations, by team. Something we didn't see so much out of Gus Bradley. He would stick to the base defense, hardly blitz, and the coverage was just not the best in the world. So I don't know how I feel about the comparisons, because it's apples to oranges at this point. Again, if you're running a multiple D, a lot of different things can be done. You can be running primarily with 5 defensive backs on the defense, but we have to wait and see how this goes. But cool, Kev, that's exactly what it is. It's real-time adjustments, and I like that. I respect that. I admire that. Hopefully we see more blitzing. Hopefully we have a secondary this time around. And I'm not talking about in regards to replacing players, but hopefully the secondary can step up and not what was it? They only had 6 interceptions the entire season, the fewest in the league. Like, nah, we're not gonna have that no more, man. We're not gonna have that. I'm definitely happy with the hire. We're still waiting for other coordinators to fill these voids. They did have the Senior Bowl yesterday. A couple of these guys that I mentioned a couple of days ago in a mock draft, now that we do have Ziegler and McDaniels on the reins, some of the guys that we mentioned that were mentioned in this article for this potential mock draft for us. Some of these guys were voted like best at their positions by opposing the opposing sides of the ball for the Senior Bowl. The tackle out of Northern Iowa, Penning. Apparently, the guys that voted for him on defense are very, very high on him. Kobe Bryant was another one. The offense voted very, very high on him. Malik Willis, the quarterback out of Liberty, showed some really good flashes in the Senior Bowl. So these are some of the guys that were mentioned recently in a mock draft now that Ziegler and McDaniels have taken over. So very shocked, but very intrigued to see what happens moving forward for the draft. Shields up. What's up, Hammer? Hammer.House, and of course to the motherfucking nation. What up, Snoops? Snoop-a-loop. But yeah, like seeing that, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what is going to happen in the draft, especially with some of these guys that we have talked about, and now names that are being thrown out there for guys that we could potentially draft in April. Bernard, what's good? Not just you, but Doc's Dirty Raider, or John. You people aren't going nowhere doing all these mock drafts, always giving us. I'm not giving a mock draft right now. I don't know what to tell you, Anthony. Anyways, there was an article out there this morning that I'm going to talk about because I know a lot of people, including myself, have wanted Devontae Adams in free agency. Now, Devontae Adams is the number 1 player in this free agency this year. Reports out there, he's asking for $30 million a year. We've talked about this before. State tax free. Why not come to Vegas and take like 24, 25? But I think it's the fact that he wants that number to be out there where it's just like set in stone. I'm the highest paid receiver. So I don't know. There is another option, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. I want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this because I think it does make sense in a way. Tim, what's good? So courtesy of Just Blog, baby, they're saying right now that it makes more sense for the Raiders to pursue Brandon Cooks. Now, hear me out. Before we even go into this, hear me out. The type of offense that the New England Patriots have run for years now has been based upon 2 tight end sets and some very, very good receivers in the slot. Think about that. We're already pretty... Oh, man, hold on. DB Crypto. Appreciate the donation. I'm from New York, bro. New York, New York, New York. Home of 9/11, place of the lost hours. We still banging. We never lost power. Adam's the gravy train. Dyson, what's good? What's good? All right, so I digress. I'm sorry, and thank you for the donation, DB Crypto. Now, think about this in regards to the offensive scheme that the Patriots run. 2 tight end sets, and primarily their best receivers are slot receivers. Granted, we have Hunter Renfrow. I'm never taking anything away from the little engine that can. Renfrow is a solid piece right there for us for this new offense. Having somebody come in like Brandon Cooks, 6 of his 8 last seasons, he has had over 1,000 yards and receptions and nothing less than 5 receiving touchdowns in a season. When he played under Josh McDaniels' offense previously with the Patriots, opened up the field. It's not a big money grab either. Looking at maybe like $8.9 million a year. Maybe it would be a good fit for this offense, and then we could worry about a wideout if we're able to find another one in free agency or go after. I can't remember the kid. I want to say Burks, Traylon Burks. Get him as a wideout. Why the hell not? Ontario 6, Hammer, how are you and your family doing? Hope all is well. Keeping you guys in my prayers. Raiders, thank you so much for the donation. We're doing good. We had a loss in the family and got other family stuff going on right now. I didn't think I was going to be able to come on for a while, but right now everything is calm. Everything's good right now. So I'm here for you guys. I missed you guys. And I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for reaching out. Each and every single one of you that has. Thank you so much. EC McDaniels ran 2 tight end sets, 7th least in the league, though. That's 2 tight end sets. Was more Bill O'Brien than McDaniels. Works for me. Draft another dude because our depth is shit. Okay. No to Brandon Cooks. We can do better. Who do you suggest, Kev? What's up, Hammer? And want us to go hard on offense this offseason. Adams, Burks, and Njoku, I know not going to happen. Let's just be patient. I'm not going to say trust the process. This is a new era. This is a new regime. I like what has been done so far. We actually have a legitimate front office now. We don't have a head coach playing puppet master with everybody else. You got to see how that plays out, though. Kane Town said Burks is not going to be there at 22. Brian Edwards can honestly be that guy. Well, he's got to show improve, Chris. He's got to show improve. Better than Cooks is Adams. But Adams is a wideout. I'm talking about slot receivers, guys. I get what you're saying with that, but I think Brandon Cooks is someone to consider. I'm not saying, yes, get him. No. It's something that should be considered right now. Again, another one is familiar with Josh McDaniels' offense as well. I'm not saying bring Trent Brown back. Fuck no. When it comes to the offensive line, again, there's reports out there now. Oh, yeah, they're going to draft an offensive. Please. We need to do the smart thing and getting solidified vets in free agency. Morgan Moses, right tackle. Left guard, Andrew Norwell. Sheriff's been brought up. A couple other linemen have been brought up, but my guys are Moses and Norwell right now, and I just want to see this shit go the right way. DB, thank you so much. We do need a proven number one. If we can't afford Adams, and I don't know, like everybody's on the Allen Robinson train as well. If Carr can get Adams, I don't think it will be for $30 million. I don't think so either, but I hope in some way, shape, or form, Carr can do something to swindle this and get Adams here. But we're going to have to wait this out. Justin, what's good, man? Drake London is similar on size to Burks and could be there as late as the early 3rd round. London is another one that I like. I don't know. Go get Devontae Adams. Wild Turkey, what's up, man? Thank you so much. Cooks produce it in the field even with trash QBs, and that's the point. Even like, and again, he's not a number one, and he is not a wideout. He is a slot, and the slots are what the upward trend is right now, regardless of who we look at as the top 5 receivers of the league right now. We can't depend or bank on, Devontae Adams is coming here. But I will ask you guys another question as I'm thinking about this. And Ricky's asking, what about bringing back Djax? I don't know about I don't know the possibilities of that happening. He really didn't do much for us. The few weeks he was here. I don't know if Greg Olson is to blame. I don't know if the offensive scheme is to blame for that. But I don't know if Djax is necessarily coming back. We can't have all slots. M85, you're right. We can't. But we do need we need some like more solid weapons for this offense. Dirty, appreciate you. Justin, thank you. Patrick Graham and Max Crosby know each other. Not that I'm aware of. Edwards did play in a very similar offense at South Carolina under Mike Baba. Yeah, but again, Edwards needs to show and prove. I thought going into his sophomore season that he would have been, and he just was not that guy. And it kind of bugs me sometimes because I was high on him going into that draft class, and it's like, dude, where are you? Manuel, what's up? Just surround Carr with weapons. We know he can ball. Give him what he wants and see where the chips fall. Adams $30 million will look cheap when Jefferson and Chase get extended. That's a fact. What about picking up a receiver one out of the draft like Olave? He's another one that's high on the board right now that the Raiders could potentially get. Cooks has had 6. Sean, that's exactly I put that out there before. That's exactly what I said before, and no less than 5 touchdowns on average a year. He's a weapon. I'm not, and again, for the money, $8.9 million? Come on. Captain Los, what's good? Fuck Adams, too much money. What about drafting Nakobe Dean in the first round and drafting Jahan Dotson is another one that they're very high on. The receiver out of Penn State is another one that is on the Raiders draft sites right now. Did you get the reason why? I probably didn't see it. You could tell me again, though. The Raiders becoming the best franchise in the NFL. All the best players will want to come here and play on the Vegas stage. I love the new GM coaching staff. Let's fucking go, baby. Talk that shit. People saying too many slots. Give me Cooks over Edwards and Zay. Bernard, talk that shit. Cooks is a better upgrade over Nelson. Talk that shit. No. Sean, no. I'm glad that you agree with what I'm saying. Like, you just came in. It's cool, but this is my point, and people already like, no, we don't need him. Don't have one yet. I heard Mike Lombardi, but apparently Mick Lombardi. I'm sorry, Mick Lombardi, but apparently that's not official. Cooks is from my hometown team, Oregon State. He can ball. He would be a perfect fit and wear the best uniforms in football. Talk that shit. Vegas is the place to be. I'm telling you now, and I said this before these hirings even happened. It was a matter of who was going to come here as our next head coach, who was going to come here as our next GM. With Gruden gone, people are going to want to come to Vegas and play for us now. Most definitely. There's no questions asked about that. Jack, what's good? What I was going to ask you guys, and you can kick me off the cliff if you want when I ask you this question. I said it a couple of weeks ago. I don't want Devontae Adams because he's close with Carr, and if he comes, he would just throw to him just like Waller. I don't see that happening, Anthony. I really don't. I think there'll be certain situations where he'll trust him more than some of the other guys, which might kind of cause a rift, but I don't know. What would you guys think about this? I know this was somebody that got released that we had talked about potentially getting in the middle of the season, and he signed elsewhere. But if we weren't able to get Devontae Adams, what would you guys think about Odell Beckham Jr.? Just out of curiosity, I'm not saying, yes, let's do this, but I want to hear or see rather what your guys' opinion is on that. The Raiders is definitely going to be a place where big-time free agents will want to play for many years to come. There you go. I think Carr looks at the wrong side of first resulting in missing wide open touchdowns on the back end of plays. No, the thing is with Carr, and I've said this before, and Carr's admitted to this, there have been times where he forces passes. And I've looked at it from the standpoint where he's in the huddle. He looks at one receiver. Yo, I'm throwing it to you. All right, break. Doesn't read through his progressions. He just locks in on that one receiver, and it could be successful 60-something% of the time, and then other times, not so much. So it is something to think about when it comes to Carr, but I don't know. OBJ is fragile. OBJ's numbers have been fucking ridiculous since he left Cleveland. Numbers don't lie, man. He's got a really good quarterback in Stafford. I've said it a million times. Stafford's numbers were always consistent. His numbers were always solid. He just never had a foundation around him to win. Now they're off to a Super Bowl after being traded to the Rams. Chester was good. What's up, Hammer? Cooks would be a big pickup. He knows this offense, and we need an outside receiver not confident in Edwards. Cooks also teaches Edwards the system. There you fucking go. Thank you. Somebody sees it the way that I see it. Finally. Welcome to the light, folks. DB Crypto, welcome to the Raider Nation Syndicate. Welcome to the family. If you guys are in here for your very first time, break them thumbs, hit them subs, and smash the bell for all your Raiders and UFC content right here in the original house, the only house, Hammers.House. I wanted him when he was available. I think he's be open to it, especially if he gets a ring. Yep. In the full season, he's going to miss games. If OBJ is smart, he'd stay in LA. Well, that's every receiver. Salute. OG, what up, bro? With Tom Brady gone, it would be a nice pickup to get Gronk somehow. I think Gronk is going to follow in the footsteps and retire as well, pretty much, just so him and Brady can go into Canton together. Like, not even being funny about that. No, they can't, and I don't think they have a draft pick until like 2054. Just joking. Wasted, appreciate you, brother. Let me pull something up real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. You know I hate dead air on you guys. I apologize, but give me 1 second. Trying to pull something up. If this shit actually wants to pop up for me. Yeah. Hold up, guys. Actually, leave it at that. Wasted. Welcome to the Raider Nation Syndicate. Welcome to the family. Thank you for becoming a member, brother. Much appreciated. Odell will want some major money. I don't think he'll be getting as much as Adams, though. But then again, if he fucking shows up and shows out in the Super Bowl, he just might. Do you think DC4 is walking on shelves with the comment that GM Ziegler said? What was the comment? Again, guys, I have kind of been off. Like, I really have not tried to look at anything over these last few days with everything going on, man. Gary, welcome to the Raider Nation Syndicate. Welcome to the family, brother. Y'all would better be off getting Robinson for a cheap price. Maybe plus getting OBJ is a good idea, but just like AB is a problem, something y'all don't need. Thank you, Damien. Out the house was good. That one receiver is never Edwards. I blame Edwards' lack of production on play calling. He is not a straight line speed guy. Like I said, I do think that the play calling had a huge part in why his numbers were not there this year. And I think it's going to be different this coming season. Intel, what's good, man? We're maintaining, man. We're really maintaining. I got little man in front of me right now, and I'm monitoring him as much as I possibly can until I got to go to work. He is really, really. My little man had a cluster of seizures from Friday to last night. I think it was like a total of 5. So I'm just trying to closely monitor him before I go to work and make sure he's okay. But thank God he's been fine all morning. So, yeah. Hammer, you are my new favorite Raider YouTuber. Your channel will blow up. Good job, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Steve. What if we get offered 2 firsts for DC? Would you take that or continue with Carr? I've heard a lot of teams are. Yeah, this is what happens when the season's over. You're gonna hear, oh, they want him. This one wants him. That one wants him. It's not going anywhere, guys. I'm sick of the media just fucking starting shit. Fuck them. I think he's going to be here for another 3 to 4 years, maybe even longer than that. We will see. Who do you think will be our special teams coach? So I did read something the other day where Joe Judge potentially might be coming in as our special teams coordinator. You do notice how no team remotely interviewed him as a head coach again, right? I told you guys before, he is a special teams coordinator, just like Coach Bisaccia. I know people are butthurt right now that he has not been retained and he's getting offers from other teams as a special teams coordinator. It's business, guys. It's business. I know the players love them, but also the players don't play for their coaches. They play for themselves. They play for their money. Not an insult, fact of life. Chef B, what's good, man? I'm trying to catch up with you guys in the chat. What do you think? I think Allen Robinson is plan B if we are not able to get Devontae Adams. Ready to take over. Appreciate it. Del, thank you. M85, thank you. OBJ might bring some drama, but nowhere near the mental soap opera that was AB. Yo, that shit was just. And now he hangs out with Kanye West. So, that makes it like 1,000 times worse. Josh Daniels came here because of Carr. Why would exactly? Big bro, if you're available, man. If you're available, I'm gonna send you the link. Pull up. Definitely would love to have my family on here for a little bit. Definitely would mean a lot right now. Again, I did not think I was even gonna have a chance, let alone like mentally be here to jump on and do this today, but I missed you guys and you guys definitely helped me a lot and you guys have always been there for me. So I was like, I can't not, especially if I had the time. But again, I'm still closely monitoring a little man. You all right? Hey. Oh, whoa. Damn, dude. This Edwards needs to pattern his game after Tim Brown instead of trying to be a deep threat. I like that. Sarah, what's up? Docs and wasted talent in the chat. That is fire. I sent the link to both of them, so they are both more than welcome to pull up right now. I'm not having a whole bunch of people on right now, but I would love to have the two of them in here right now with me. And now we're crying and whining, and I don't know why, guys. Glad I could help, bro. Kick COVID in the balls and get better soon. I'm trying to catch up to you guys in the chat. You know how this goes, and we got almost 200 in here right now. Hey, Hammer, with all the Raider content guys put together, coach. That would be pretty dope if we did that, right? Let me try to catch up to you guys because this is Hammer DC is on his way out. He's not gonna play on this 1-year deal and hasn't. Frank, DC is not going anywhere, bro. Joey boy, I'm trying to maintain right now. I'm really trying my best to maintain. Appreciate you. Senior Bowl showed some real talent on defense. It did. And you hear like these guys voted Kobe Bryant as one of the best defensive backs. So who would be the GM? I'd probably say Docs. I would say Docs. I would be a coordinator. I think Wasted would be the head coach. I would be probably the offensive coordinator. Honcho would be the defensive coordinator. I think that sounds good, right? Break them thumbs, like, subscribe, become a member to the Only House. Thank you, Sarah. Hammer, who do you think for special teams coordinator? I think it may be Judge. It may be Judge. I do think it may be Judge. Yeah, I was never an offensive lineman, bro. I was a receiver growing up. And then when I got into semi-pro, it was linebacker and defensive end. So Hancho would be D coordinator. Yeah, talk that shit. Hammer, you really think DC is going to play on a 1 year? I think the deal will be done before the start of training camp or before the start of the preseason. I believe an extension will be done by then. Raider scout for GM? Nah, Raider scout for president of football operations, man. I don't know how. I just put my product in it and that's it. Yeah, Kobe Bryant was burnt toast at the Senior Bowl. Congratulations on he hit 1,000. What the fuck, man? Congratulations, bro. Wasted congratulations. Shit, that was quick. Ladies and gentlemen, my big brother's in the building. Definitely could use some family with me right now. So,
yo,
what's good, bro?
What's good with my dog, Brody?
Just maintaining right now, man. Just over here. I got to go to work in like another hour, but I'm like closely monitoring Titan.
Yeah,
and you can hear him now.
He heard Uncle Grab pop in, man. He like, shout to my
He's boy. Looking around now too.
Hey, man, if anybody, man, feels you right now, brother, we both, we both got a lot going on, man. So, I just wanted to come on and just tell you I love you, man, and I'm praying for you and your family. I know a lot. I know you're going through. You sent me a text and let me know what's going on, man. So I'm praying for you, praying for Titan, praying for your wife and her family. Life sometimes sucks, brother. You know what I mean? I woke up this morning and I finally, what's so crazy that you're doing this live, because I woke up at 7 this morning, hung over as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote my aunt's eulogy. And I don't know what it was today, but the words were just coming out, man. Like they were pouring out. And I felt like when you said, hey, bro, pull up, I'll send the invite. I just felt like right now would be a perfect time for us to just talk, because, I don't know what it was. Like today, don't get me wrong. I had to have it done by tomorrow morning regardless, but it was just so easy. It came out today, man. I shed a few tears and laughed a little bit because, my aunt, man, for those who don't know, my aunt passed away. I'm in Sacramento right now for the funeral. But bro, we got to celebrate life every day, man. We got to celebrate each other. We got to celebrate everybody in the chat. We got to celebrate you. We have to celebrate Wasted, our families, whatever, any chance we get, man, we got to celebrate as much as possible, because this shit is short as hell, brother. It's short as hell, man. We don't, a lot of us are lucky to even reach the ages that we are now.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So to still be able to be here, man, and talk Raiders football with my guys, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. So prayers to you and the family, man. Bro, trust me, man. You're gonna get through it, and just make them proud, brother. Every day, wake up and make somebody proud around you, because that's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for. Shout out to everybody in the comment section, man. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah,
man.
I'm home in California right now. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be going live here in a little while as well. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump on my bro shit and shoot the shit for a little bit, man.
So we're talking about this new era a little bit and talking about some things that I've been reading on. And one thing that was out there I was looking at this morning from Just Blog Baby is potentially considering Brandon Cooks.
I love it. One thing that's great about him is he knows the system. He's familiar with the system. Days with the Patriots. People don't realize this guy pretty much has had over 1,000 yards receiving every year in his career outside of his rookie year. I believe he had like 500 in New Orleans. But at that point, I think Colston was like the number one option. I think they had Jimmy Graham at that point too. I could be wrong.
Yeah, they said like 6 of the 8 years he's been in the league that he has had 1,000 yards receiving, and the last couple of years, no less than 5 touchdowns. Like, it's kind of a no-brainer. And again, he opened up the field. He opened up the field in Josh McDaniels' defense, offense before. I don't see why the hell he would not be an option right now.
Yeah, and with his familiarity with the system and the contract, I believe is $15 million this year. But I think if we did trade for him, which would probably be like a second, third, fourth, I think we'd only eat 8 of that this year. Like
right.
8
That's like 8.9. Something like
okay,
it's you're not taking on a heavy salary, so why not bring him in?
Yeah. And what's wrong? Look, with these guys that just came in, our GM, and they're known to trade back. So we could trade back in the first, trade back in the second, and even pick up more draft capital in order to trade for Brandon Cook. So
let me open the door for him real quick. Hold it down. And Wasted in here. Let's go.
Whoa, let's go.
Like, dog, I'm not the only one in here with the salt and pepper, man.
Yeah, man. I was about to go upstairs to go shave, brother. About to go shave, man. What's going on, my brother?
Man, it's crazy. We were just talking in the DM like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And now we here, man. So I love how this shit works. It's just so sporadic and shit just happens like that. Hey, real quick. I was gonna say this on my show, but shout out to our brother Wasted, man. 1,300 subscribers already.
God damn.
Crazy, man. Shout out to our dog. He pushed up. Look, now you're close to monetizing. We just got to get them watch minutes up. And once you get those, you're on and cracking, man. So maybe one of these days you could do a long live, like a 5-hour, 6-hour live, bring a bunch of different people on and run them minutes up. You know what I mean? So you can get there quicker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I just, what's crazy, man. When I heard Hammer talking and stuff, I felt like, yo, man, we're all going through shit, man, personally, right? Like, even for myself, COVID hit me, and then after it, I had some pulmonary issues, some heart issues and shit like that. So that's why I've been really around and stuff. And I, starting to get some good news, see that I'm fine and everything. But the one thing that this has got me in touch with is my mortality. Yeah. We don't think about that shit. We don't think about waking up every morning. We don't think about, we just think everything is just a guarantee, bro. And what this shit has taught me is you got to do what's on your heart, what you want to do, because we only get one go around. It's so short, man. Yeah. And that's the reason why, man, I'm so glad and blessed to have plugged in with all of y'all, because I get to talk Raider football with guys that are passionate about what I'm passionate about. You know what I mean? And not for nothing, man. Y'all are all like really fucking good dudes, man. And I just really, really appreciate, you guys letting me come on your platform and just helping me the way y'all all have, man. And man, it's crazy.
Life, bro. Life, man. Like, so I'm home right now. And yesterday I had it in my heart, right? I said, me and my best friend since 4 years old got together yesterday. We had a few drinks. And I was like, I'm gonna catch this lift to my old neighborhood. And mind you guys, it's bad area. Like, I need to go find one of my brothers because I was hearing that he was not doing too well, right? So we went around the whole neighborhood trying to find him. Shout out to Intel. That's beautiful, man.
Thank you, brother.
I found my brother, man. This is why I say, you guys, hold on to as much as you can, man, dearly, because the shit that you love, hold on to it, whether it's this podcast, it's the nation, it's family. I found my brother, man. He's sleeping in a tent on the side of the freeway.
Fuck.
And I'm sitting over there talking to him, right? And his grandma was like a grandma to all of us in the neighborhood. He didn't even know she had passed away a couple days ago. So I'm like, hey, man, how are you holding up with Grammy? He didn't know about my aunt either, which was his aunt growing up. And to see his eyes, he just was so far removed from the real world of what's going on. He didn't even know that Maya Wanda and that his grandma passed away. So when I looked in his eyes, not only the situation, because he was hurting to see his brother see him in this. Like, he didn't even want to come out of that tent. He heard my voice and was like, oh, shit, I don't want him to see me like this. You know what I mean? But to see him take on 2 deaths at one time, not knowing, I thought he knew about both of them. That broke my heart, bro. Like, this is somebody I've known since 4 years old, one of my best friends. And I'm only saying that to say, man, because, bro, like, we need to hold these relationships that we have. I genuinely love Hammer. I genuinely am building up this relationship now with Wasted to a point where I look at him as my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Same, bro.
And we need to hold these relationships dear to our heart, man. And I'm always an advocate for trying to do whatever I can possible for anybody around me. So when people try, like I said, people try to throw me flowers and all that shit, that's great. But I do that. Any real givers, right? You give and don't want nothing back in return. It's just, that's what we do. And bruh, anybody in this comment section, pay it forward, man. Pay it forward. Any blessings you get, pay that shit forward, man, because I'm telling you, bro, to see my brother's eyes yesterday, it was telling, man. This life is hard, bro. I went and see my dad in the hospice yesterday, right after that. And to see him in the hospice on his dying bed, but him still like so happy just to see me. Like, people take this shit for granted, man. They do, bro. This shit is short, and you got to do your best out here, man, with the time you're given, bro. That's why every day I wake up and I try to figure out how I can better myself, better anyone around me, because this shit is short, dog. It really is, man. I know we're not talking Raiders football right now, but it is Raider football because we're Raiders at the end of the day, man. So all I'm saying is you guys pay that shit forward, man. Pay it forward whatever you can possible, bro. Pay it forward as much as you can, because it don't mean nothing if you can't share it with the people around you, bro. You know
I just had that conversation with Wasted a couple of days ago. Like, he was thanking me and everything, and I'm like, yo, like, Docs, that one conversation changed everything for me. And your help, it was like, yo, the best thing I could do right now is pay it forward for anybody else that is trying to do this. Whatever I can do to help, I got y'all. You guys hit me up anytime y'all need anything. You need any suggestions, whatever, I got y'all. That's it.
That's what it's about. And it's funny because Hammer hit me with the man, thank you, bro, and woo woo. And then I see Wasted. It's like it's funny because then Wasted hits me, man, bro. You know, blah. Like, that's what this shit is about. Because a year from now, everybody's gonna be hitting up Hammer. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Wasted, for helping me with my channel and helping me do this. And people don't realize, bro, like, not only can this financially help you and your family, it can spiritually change you. Like, it can help you spiritually. It can help you, like, even physically. Like you see yourself on camera, you like, I want to go get right. I want to get, you know what I mean? I want to go get right. This is inspiring in all facets of life. You know what I mean? It changes you physically, mentally, emotionally. This is why I don't just do my show just to talk Raiders. I do this shit because it helps me with my sanity. You know what I mean? And that's the number one thing. I'm just blessed that I can do this and still be able to take care of my family. But it's way more about my sanity. And that's why I tell the chat, I'm like, thank you so much, because you guys think, you know, like, that y'all thank me all the time, but I thank them, because without them, bro, I wouldn't be able. I'd be sitting over here talking to a blank screen. And so, you know, bro, this is, hey man, just hold your family tight, man. Hold the people around you close, man, because like I said, bro, you just never know, bro. You never know, bro. You know what I mean? I got that message from Hammer yesterday, my text message. That shit broke my heart. But what's crazy is my heart was already broken because of the shit I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just life, bro. This shit piles on and it piles on. And you know, only the strong survive out this shit, man. You know what I mean? And bruh, I'm telling you, bro. I see my brother's eyes yesterday, bro. That shit changed my life forever. Forever. That was motivation for me, not only to help him to get better, put him back in a better position. You know what I mean? Whether it's moving him to Dallas with me and my family and getting his shit together, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But that just made me realize, bro, I never want to see anyone I love have that look like that look like tore through me, bro. It tore through me, bro. You know what I mean? So you guys, whatever you can, man. This is it for today. Pay it forward, man. Pay it forward. Any success you find, pay it forward in every facet of life, because that's what we're here for, bro. That's it. Point blank, period. You know, I'm just thankful that I can even have people reach out to me and say, how do I start a page? How do I go about this? How do I go about it? That shit is a blessing to me, bro. Like, a year ago, I don't think people realize I only started this channel about a year and a half maybe ago. Like, bro, I'm still brand new in this shit. Like, I'm still brand new. I'm still learning on the fly, just like everybody else. You know what I mean? But this is why I always say it's impact. The impact that you leave, people tell me that damn, bro, like, I thought you've been here for 5 to 10 years already, because of the impact. You have to leave a forever impact on people, man. Whether that's just listening to people with their problems, the mental health stuff, anything you can do, man. It's all about impact, bro. You know what I mean? Fuck them views, fuck them subscribe. Like, all that shit's gonna come with time. Impact is everything, man. It's everything. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody, man, for even allowing me, Wasted, and Hammer to have a space where we can talk about not just Raiders, but real life and our family and shit, because that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about.
This is truly the fact that I really started grinding this shit out a few months ago and have been so consistent with it. Like this shit has seriously, it's become my sanctuary. It's become my outlet. Like, yo, people at my job, like I've said this a couple of times while I've been on here. Y'all are my family.
Yeah.
Each and every single one of y'all in the chat as well, yo. Like, I know that I can talk to y'all. I'm not judged. Y'all see the person I am. When I'm at work, it's a totally different story. I can't, like, I don't fucks with anybody in that place no more just because of how I'm treated. And it's like doing this shit as an outlet. Everybody has noticed that my attitude and my personality has been totally different at work. Like, I'm not fucking angry all the time. Shit pops off. It is what it is. I see people not doing shit that they supposed to be doing. I leave the shit the fuck alone. I'm not gonna give my 2 cents no more. It ain't fucking worth it no more.
It ain't.
Right.
It ain't.
It's
bro.
what you do. It's what you do. It doesn't define you. Like this shit right here for me has been because I wasn't looking at it for like a money thing. You know what I mean? I'm not acting like I'm rich or nothing like that. But you know, I have a pretty good the profession that I'm in. I do pretty well. You know what I mean? And it's not even about that. You know what I mean? It's just for me. This is something I needed. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you spend all of these years, man. You have all this pressure on you. You got your wife, your kids, your house, your mortgage, all this shit, all the responsibilities of life.
Yeah,
just
like,
being men, right? Your family, my mother, you know, my sibling, all this shit. You know what I mean? Like me being the guy in my family that people come to for shit. So doing this shit is for me. And then now I see all of these people, all my braided brothers and sisters and stuff out here, man. You get in here and it just takes a weight off me, man. I just enjoy it so much, man. It's really, really helped me, especially getting through healing up and shit after COVID, bro. It's been,
bro, I'm doing a live in 30 minutes. I literally have nothing to talk about. I'm just going to come on, put people's comments up and just talk. I literally have not one particular bullet point. You know, we usually have something. We're gonna run with this. We're gonna talk about this. This is it. Today, I'm just doing a live for me. I'm doing a live, and it just because I wanted to come and just talk with the people, talk with the nation, talk with my family. Because at the end of the day, bro, like you said, this is an outlet. This is what it's about. We're actually like, bro, I feel like all these people, Jack Kenna, Chansworthy, Richard Lyon, we the people. Like, bro, I know these guys more than I talk to them more than I actually talk to my friends growing up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we build this rapport with these guys. And then when we don't see them around for like certain amount of lives, people be like, damn, Graf, I didn't see you in 2 days. I'm so invested in these people that if I see somebody that I haven't seen in a month, I'm like, damn, bro, I hope you're okay. I know all 13,000 subscribers. That's great. But knowing every one of you guys by name, that's even greater. That lets you know like that lets you know how invested that we are in this thing. You know what I'm saying? So when I see somebody I haven't seen in a while, I'm like, damn, bro, where you been? How you been? Like that lets me know how much you guys, you know what I'm saying, mean to me and what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a beautiful thing.
I came in, I said a couple of words. If y'all are just coming in, replay the live, replay the opening. Because I'm telling you now, you're going to hear those words and it's going to give you something to think about in regards to life and humanity moving forward. Like real talk. I came on, I was like, yo, we're going to talk about this new era right now. You know, we just got Patrick Graham on Friday. Talked about potentially getting Brandon Cooks in here. A whole bunch of people already against it. We want Adams because we want Adams. That's why. And I'm like, this is where it makes sense. And nobody wants to hear it. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yo, you know what I noticed? I noticed that because, you know, I've been kind of like, now that I'm doing this, I'm like seeing other people do things and everything. And I'm not criticizing nobody, right? But this little ethos right here, we are very, very centered into winning. We don't give a shit about like, yo, the shiny new guy. Like if say, for instance, Joe Neckbone come in here and catch 1,500 yards for us and score 7-8 touchdowns, we're fine with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we just want to win. Docs is like that. Hammer, you're like that. I'm like that. Sultan, all of us, Dirty. We just want to win. I don't need a player just because everyone is saying that that's the guy we should get. I don't give a fuck about him being Derek Carr's friend from college. I don't care about that, bro. I just want him to come in here and score 1,300 yards. So we're not like, I always say this, bro. We're so used to losing, we don't know how to win. I was just in here having a conversation with my father-in-law, right? And he was like, hey, guess who? Because so, you know, he's a bodyguard in the industry. So he was like, I just had a conversation the other day, and
with somebody and they followed your channel. And I said, who? And he was like, Bryce Butler, right?
Oh, wow.
And, former receiver. He was like, yeah, he follows you on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. I said, that's dope, Pops. I said, and we had a conversation about him, like, he played with some pretty bad quarterbacks. He was good on a bad team, right? Like Bryce Butler, but we're so used to the Bryce Butlers of the world, and that's no shade to Bryce Butler at all. I actually liked him a lot, but we're used to the names like Bryce Butlers, the Zay Jones. People take away from Brandon Cooks. We were just saying this before you came on that he pretty much had over 1,000 yards receiving every year of his career outside of his rookie season with New Orleans. And then I believe he was hurt one year and he had a little less than that. I could be wrong.
On your show, me and you walked through. Remember we pulled the graphic up.
Yep. There you go. Yep. We do so many of these shits, bro. I like sometimes like
yeah, I know. We did that.
Yeah, but like Dyson said right there, or Lewis Murphys, right? The Lewis Murphys of the world. And Bryce Butler was like 6'4", 6'5", big wide receiver, went to Dallas and actually played for a few years with them. But I get it. Like everybody's like, we want the big name because we haven't had that, like the Devontae Adams, right? We want that because it's like, oh, he's a superstar. He's the best wide receiver in the league. But people tend to forget that may be the sexy splash move, but that's also a move that can put us in debt for the next few years and put a dent in this process moving forward. If you go get a Brandon Cooks and you only pay him 8.9 this year, that is even better than going to pay 12 to Christian Kirk. You know what I mean? Like that's even better. Yes, you may give up some draft capital. Oh, well, like I said, these guys are known to trade back. We may trade back and pick up some extra draft capital and use that to get Brandon Cooks. You can get a guy that's already proven in this league, that's played in this system, that can come in and help implement that system to these young guys. We're going to bring another young guy in. We're going to get a young receiver in the draft. That's a gift going to happen. But you want a guy like him to, to come in and say, look, this is how it's done. And also, he's from a winning culture. He was with the Patriots. He was with the Saints. He's been on some teams. I know he's with the Texans now, but he's been on, but he's been with some winning franchises. He knows how to win. So if you bring in Brandon Cook, man, to work with Renfro and then another security blanket for DC in this offense, why wouldn't you do that? I give up a third. I give up a third right now. Look, even if we move back in a second, I'd give up a high second for Brandon Cook. He's proven. He's what, 28, 29, somewhere around there?
29.
He still has.
And I like what Ricky said right here. Hunter Renfrow and Cooks can be another Tyreek Hill and Cooper Kupp on one team and draft the receiver in the first round.
There you go.
I see. I think that's a bit much. That's a bit much, bro. Like you compare Hunter Renfrow to Cooper Kupps, man. Come on, bro.
Oh, like, hold on. Ricky said, hold on. Oh, he said Tyreek Hill and Cooper Kupp on. Goddamn.
That's a bit much.
Yeah,
Tyreek Hill, come on.
This past season, Hunter Renfrow's stock is definitely on the rise right now. So I could see maybe another. I think this coming year is going to be another year where he fucking just shines and balls.
Hunter Renfrow's great in his role, but like Cooper Kupp is an X.
Yeah,
he can be your number one guy, and Cooper Kupp, he's a bigger guy than Hunter Renfrow. It's you know what I mean? Like I think
people tend to forget how bigger and pause instruct that he is than Hunter Renfrow. Like they're not even comparable in body frame or nothing.
Yeah,
like, they're just two white boys that can catch the ball.
Pretty much, pretty much.
Two shifty white boys. There you go.
But you know what the thing about bringing Cooks in would be? It would be, instead of getting, say, for instance, the first or the second, or probably at the very lowest, Devontae Adams is the third best wide receiver in football, right? Mm-hmm. You can bring in a guy who is a top 15 guy and pair him with another free agent that's a top 15 guy, and then draft a kid, and then pair that with what we already have, and now you got a super talented offense, and you can still address all your needs.
We went 12-4 with Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree. You don't have to have a superstar. Amari at that point was still a young guy on his way up. Crabtree was the old veteran. This is the Raider move, right? You always bring the older guy in and see what you can get out of him, and it worked. Crabtree, didn't really have the most success with the Niners, had a few good years, but he wasn't that guy coming out of Texas Tech that we all thought he would be. I'm thinking Crabtree's going to come in and be a superstar, and he wasn't that. But guess what happened? He came to the Raiders and had some of the most success he's ever had in his career. So we can win with guys like Crabtree and a young guy like Amari at that point. We were 12-4 with the young Amari Cooper and an old Crabtree. So I would love to have Renfrow and Brandon Cooks. To me, that's a nice pairing. And then you go get a guy like Treylon Burks, if you can, in the first round. And then you got your big body guy on the outside with speed. And then you can say, Edwards, you ain't working out, King. You ain't working out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to earn. You're gonna have to earn this shit now. You're gonna have to earn it. You know what I mean? You got to earn some playing time.
KC,
you know what I mean?
Hell no. KC, no. You're better off if we were to take a receiver from New England, you're better off taking Jacoby Myers over Aguilar in Vegas.
Oh, no. Jacoby, look, I'm telling you now, Jacoby probably will be a Raider. But I can still see us going and trying to see if there's any interest from the Texans to give up Brandon Cooks. But I can see Jacoby coming in and being one of those guys with us.
I can see N'Keal Harry.
I asked these guys earlier, especially if we didn't get Adams. Another free agent receiver that's out there that it crossed my mind the other day, but I haven't had a chance to talk about it. What about Beckham at this point, especially with what he's done with the Rams since signing with them in the middle of the season? Would you do it?
Yeah. He's been a breath of fresh air for the Rams. Look, man, and this is what people tend to forget about Odell Beckham Jr. People look at all the internet shit and all that. Odell is actually a really great teammate. I know what they say about Baker Mayfield and blah. Bro, Baker is the most cockiest motherfucker for no reason at all. Like, I don't understand why you cocky, bro. Like,
that's Johnny Manziel 2.0.
Exactly. You haven't done anything in this league. But everybody around the league, even people behind the scenes, say that Odell Beckham is a great teammate. He's a great person. I would love to have Odell. This is why I was screaming for him so much to come over here before we got Deshaun Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But OBJ, yes. Look, man, he's proven himself in these playoffs. He returned back to that form and let you know what he can do with a real quarterback. DC and him would work wonders. And the thing with Odell is you're not the third wheel behind Robert Woods when he comes back in Cooper Kupp. You come to the Raiders, to be honest, you're probably the number one guy. You know what I mean? Like, I know we got Waller. I know he's a top 3 tight end in this league. But you bring in Odell, he's the number one at wide receiver. I get Hunter Renfrow. Look, I'm sorry. You never want your slot guy to be your number one receiver. That's how I feel. You want your guy on the outside to be that guy.
You want him to be a wideout. Absolutely.
Yeah, and if you go get Odell, man, he can still be that dude. You know what I mean? So I think that he wants to stay in LA. I don't know how LA is going to make that work because, you know, they got Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp on the table still. And you know, I don't know how the Rams figure out ways to work around this shit like the Saints do every year. So I don't know. They may be able to keep him. But if they win the Super Bowl, I think they're going to try and figure out a way. Maybe even Odell takes a pay cut to stay in LA. He lives out there. His baby mom lives out there. It just works. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can see Odell and Beckham. I can see Odell in Vegas.
Like, Odell has lost so much money.
Forgetting about Mike Williams, and everybody is like blowing his name up in here right now.
I don't want Mike Williams.
Look, I don't want Mike Williams if we got to pay Mike Williams money. You know what I'm saying? I take Mike Williams for $6-7 million a year. I don't take Mike Williams anywhere in the teens. I don't want Mike Williams.
Oh, no.
I draft the kid.
Bro, if they franchise tag him, that's $20 million this year. Mike Williams will probably get at least somewhere around $16 to $17 million.
And that's what I'm saying.
I thought the projected for receivers for the franchise tag is like 18.4, 18.5.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, that's crazy, bro. I'm not paying that for Mike Williams, who's never really done anything in this league. This year was his best year in his career, and I think he had like 1,100 receiving yards.
Delta, hell no on Evan Ingram. That's a hard pass, bro. No,
he can't catch.
Nope.
But see, you know what though? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that Evan Ingram's is the kind of guy that you bring in for on the cheap. Because you could take a flyer on them. You have a really incentive-laden contract that's very easy to get out of. And you got Derek Carrier on this fucking roster, bro.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you can't take a flyer on a guy that has that kind of talent?
Look, Ingram is still young, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all might think
I'll bring him in.
He's an upgrade over Foster Moreau.
Whoa, 1,000%. If anybody doesn't think that, they don't know football.
Yeah, but you know,
1,000% upgrade over.
The guy made the Pro Bowl 2 years ago with like 500 receiving yards or something. Like I don't know how they did that. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but
hell did I just do?
In New York, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? It's that New York dysmorphia, and they control the media there. So you know, bro, look, the whole thing is, I think we need a little perspective when it comes to the way we view our homegrown guys. Look, I love Hunter Renfrow. He's one of my favorite players on the Raiders, right? But we can't get him confused as a guy that's a difference maker in a way that it would be if you brought in a guy like a Brandon Cooks or you bring in whoever. You know what I'm saying? He's not that X. In his role, he is great.
Yeah.
He's great. Now, I heard somebody bring up Nelson Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar will never be allowed in the Raiders locker room again. People forget.
But why bring Nelson? First of all, he's still under contract with New England.
Yep.
But why bring
him
back
another year?
bro, you can go get Jacoby and have him come in. He's already been proved. Look, he outplayed Nelson Aguilar in that system with the Patriots.
1,000%.
So why go try and get Nelson Aguilar when you can bring in a Jacoby that was better in that situation? So it doesn't really make any sense.
And people forget how Nelson Aguilar left the Raiders. Nelson Aguilar was the one who had that blow up after the Miami game that they lost in the last 18 seconds and called the team losers.
Yep.
He flipped out on everybody.
I like that too. I'm gonna be honest. I liked it.
My thing is, I like you calling your teammates out, but you can't act like you didn't have a piece of that. How the fuck you gonna call everybody else in your team a loser and you on the team? So you're not a loser, but everybody else is?
Whoa,
out of here.
We have to say this. We got to play devil's advocate. We weren't in that locker room. So we can't say word for word. Nelson might have been like, we're fucking losers, y'all. We are losers. We don't know how he said it or what happened. I know what was said in the media, how it came out. That he was calling everybody else out, but I wasn't there. So I don't know if he was like, look, man, we look bad. We're losers, bro. Like, I don't know. Because Nelson has never been proven to be a bad guy in the locker room. He's always been a good locker room guy in Philly. Everywhere he was, yes, he didn't have a lot of success in Philly, but I always heard good things about him. So, but either way, yeah. I mean, look, Nelson, we're screaming to bring a guy back that had 800 receiving yards. Yeah, he was like our number one in that offense, but I don't want to bring him back. Like, he's getting paid, I think, $15 million next year or some shit like that. Like, why would you want to bring Nelson Aguilar back? He had like 500 yards or 400 yards this year with the Patriots in the same system.
So you bring him in for that kind of money, we might as well bring Mike Williams in. Mike Williams is a better player. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you're gonna pay to get rent, and then not even just that. You got to probably trade. You're gonna have to trade for him. He's still under contract.
Yeah,
unless they dump that contract and they let him go, then you can say maybe we can think about bringing Nelson. But he's still under contract, so he won't be a Raider. I got 5 minutes, you guys. I'm about to do a show, so but I'm here.
I'm gonna wrap up anyways, bro, because I gotta finish getting ready and I gotta get in, go do these 8 hours, and then I'm probably gonna be live a couple of times this week. Was it Tuesday through Thursday? I'm gonna be off, so probably gonna do Talk That Shit Tuesday evening, and then a couple other shows throughout the week. So we'll definitely link up.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely take y'all advice and do a long ass live, yo.
We might have to make this right here a regular thing. We can call this shit the Three Amigos. I don't give a fuck, but the three of us need to start doing something on a weekly basis together.
Well, this is all we need to know. Just let me know if it's I want 2022. We need structure, right? We
Absolutely.
all bounce around. We all bounce around and just have fun, and it's love. But if we do something where everybody in the chat knows, okay, them three are gonna be together, or these two are gonna be together this time of day, I'm down for it. And this is what I did last year with the NorCal Coalition, with Andy, with Wi-Fi, Raid, all my dogs, Icy, X. We had a weekly thing, and we did it on everybody else's channel. So this week it'd be on my channel. Next week it's on Hammer channel. The following week it's on Wasted channel. So if we have any kind of structure like that, I'm down for it. You know,
I already told you we could even do it running the simulcast. I'll give you my stuff. You just add it to your StreamYard.
Same time.
Yeah, we could do it that way. But like so many people, and I've said it to you before, Docs, like a lot of people over the last few months, they're like, yo, when are you and Docs going to do a regular show together on a weekly basis? And I said, me and him got to get together. We're going to figure this out, but we got to make this happen, bro. Especially with Wasted on board now. Yo, Wasted is very, very, very fucking knowledgeable. Fact. Just as knowledgeable as the two of us. And I definitely appreciate when he comes in with his takes, his insights on stuff. That shit builds and definitely makes the conversation even better going forward. So I definitely want to have something where it's the three of us doing something.
Hey, here's the plan, right? I already got a logo idea. Raiders have three. We have 3 championships, right? We have those three. Sir. We have those 3. All right.
We got to talk about that.
Yeah. I see 3 trophies. You know what I'm saying? That's
somebody in the chat just said 3 kings. I'm with it. Fuck. I'm with it.
Hey.
I'm actually about to bump that fucking track by Dre, Jay-Z, and Rick Ross on the way to work just because somebody said 3 kings. I'm gonna bump the shit out of that.
Hey, I like what Fade to Black said. Call it trophies.
Let's go.
That's fire. Ooh. Trophy. Simple and plain. All 3 heads on those trophies. It's called trophies. That's fire.
All right. I know you got a live to do, so everybody that's in this chat right now, y'all better go jump into my brother's live and go have some fun with him. Pause.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
I just sent the link over to you too, brother. If you want to pull up,
all right, definitely. I'm always down for that shit, bro.
Once again, congratulations to Wasted on that 1K.
Thank you. Thank
Bro,
you. Bro.
hell
It's
yeah.
all because of y'all.
Let's go.
Nah, it's because of you, bro.
This year, man. This fucking year. Shit's gonna get better, man. We might be we might have just hit a little rough patch right now, but yo, we kicking in the doors. Things are gonna be fucking going up from here on out, yo.
Land on Vegas for the draft if you can, brother. I don't know you.
Yeah, I'm putting it together now, bro.
Yeah, so because I'm already booked. I'm out there. So look, we all gonna be together as much as possible. I got some things that I want to talk to y'all behind the scenes that I'm working on with Cody, with Woodson Whiskey and shit. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. So I want to definitely try to get everybody involved as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Hey, Hammer, love you, brother. You're in my prayers. Send my love.
Same, love you, bro.
Send my love to the family, King. And everybody, if you guys want, pull up over here. Me and Wasted gonna be over here talking that shit on the Docs channel, man. Appreciate you, brother. As always.
See you in a bit, bro. Later. All right. Guys, there you have it. Shit, we had over 300 at one point. Like, first day back in a couple of days. Guys, thank you so much, man. Thank you for everybody that's reached out. Everybody sending their prayers and everything. Little man is in the corner trying to sleep right now. I unfortunately got to get my ass up and I'm kind of halfway ready anyways. I got to be punched in 45 minutes. I got 8 hours tonight, knock on wood. But guys, thank you so much for the continued support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you for everything. I'm not going to cry, I promise. We actually fucking bumped up quite a bit. We're at 1848 right now. So we are 152 away from 2K. Guys, spread the word. Tell everybody. And again, if you came in late, I want you guys to go back to the start of this live and just listen to the words I said before y'all saw the intro and everything. Just listen to those words. That shit should get you through and make you think about life in a different way moving forward. I love you guys to death. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time.
It's time! I feel like the grass is green, and everything I do is unseen. But I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really want to be famous? Do you really want to be a superstar? Do you really want to get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be shameless. And I really wonder where their parents are. Look around, everything changes. It feels like I've been buried alive. Let it breathe. It feels like I've been buried.
Yo, one more thing I forgot.
And clear up the closing doors, please.
Later.